Welcome to the celebrated nightly news of Calaveras County. My name is John.
And I'm Kim.
And happy St. Patrick's Day on this Monday evening. And we thank you for stopping by.
Isn't John's hat cute? It's actually a dog hat, and he decided to wear it. It's our dog's hat.
Well,
and he didn't have a St. Patrick's Day hat. So our son said, hey, you can wear Cookie's hat.
Well, since I'm always in the dog house, it's very appropriate that I'm wearing the dog's
Isn't it cute?
Hat. So
keep
there we
Keep it on. No, keep it on. I dare you.
Keep it on?
I dare you.
Okay.
I dare you. No, I don't want to.
Just on
I dare you to keep it on the whole news. I dare you.
Oh, the whole news.
Okay,
all right.
Yes.
Okay.
So happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy
Hope you're all having
St.
a
Patrick's
great
Day.
Do you know any of the history of St. Patrick's Day?
No, why don't you tell us?
I have quite a long, I'm not going to read all of it.
You're not?
I can go briefly into it, I guess. Let me see. St. Patrick's Day is celebrated worldwide by Irish people and increasingly by non-Irish people, usually in Australia, North America, and Ireland as well. Celebrations are generally themed around all things Irish and by association the color green. Both Christians and non-Christians celebrate the secular version of the holiday by wearing green or orange. Never heard of orange?
Orange.
Yeah.
Huh.
Eating Irish food and or green foods, beer, wine, etc.
Moldy.
And attending parades. The St. Patrick's Day Parade in Dublin, Ireland is part of a 5-day festival. Over 500,000 people attended in 2006.
Wow.
The largest St. Patrick's Day Parade is held in New York City every year and is watched by over 2 million spectators. Did you know that?
No.
I didn't either. Okay.
Now we do.
Let me see. So I guess that's a little bit of history on St. Patrick's Day. I don't even know where it comes from. You have to do.
Well, you're telling us.
Officially, St. Patty's Day, Paddys Day,
yes,
is an annual feast which celebrates St. Patrick, circa 385 to 461 A.D., one of the patron saints of Ireland, and is generally celebrated on March 17th. The day is a national holiday of Ireland. It is a bank holiday in Northern Ireland and a public holiday in the Republic of Ireland. Let me see. It became a feast day in the Roman Catholic Church due to the influence of the Waterford-born Franciscan scholar Luke Wadding in the early part of the 17th century, and is a holy day of obligation for Roman Catholics in Ireland.
Great.
Okay, anyway, so there you go. There's a little bit of history.
They have an obligation to drink?
Obligation to drink green wine, beer, I guess.
Is that the obligation for the... Speaking of green...
Yes. There's been lots of it lately.
The biggest event, one of the biggest events in the county, and I guess it could be said, it's probably the biggest single day event.
You're yawning already. We just started. What's that?
The single day event in the county is Murphy's Irish Day.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there has been, officially, a couple years ago, they dropped these, and it's now officially Irish Day and not Irish Days. And we know that, but sometimes, you should come up here and spend the whole weekend, and even if there's not a parade on Sunday, right?
Just to come up and have some fun.
Just come up and play.
Go up to Daffodil Days on Sunday, right?
Yeah. I think this is.
Why are you yawning?
I don't know. And what I really think, Hannah and her boyfriend Eric
Aldrin, I believe,
for
they both did it
doing
together.
a great job covering the Irish Days parade this year. They really did. So if you want to watch, we have basically a half an hour of parade coverage, and this is the annual festivity. 10,000 people strong. It was snowing in Murphy's.
Okay, what she has here, which is true, is I'll let you show that for a minute.
Oh, it's just
we have
parade stuff.
170 photos, plus about 30 minutes of parade video for you.
Yeah.
She says, the yearly Irish tradition brought the luck of the Irish weather, wet and cold, which is true. For the first half of the morning, the sun was peeking through the large puffy clouds with a slight mist in the air. Common weather in Ireland. Isn't that funny how that is kind of true, isn't it?
I'm having
Around 1 o'clock, you have a beer.
A green Diet Pepsi.
After 1 o'clock, the parade had ended, a total change in weather that had thousands of people fleeing for cover. Let me see, the light mist had turned into rain, hail, and then snow. The weather, however, didn't stop thousands of locals and tourists from all over the United States from coming and celebrating St. Patrick's Day. in our lovely
It's the
area.
luck of the Irish. The clouds always part. They can get the parade in.
Yes.
And then it may snow, sleet, or hail after
This is the first
that,
year we've
but
missed it. We had to go to another ski race for our son. That was hard to do, hard to leave. John was a little stressed about that, right? Not being here for Irish Day.
It's the first one I've missed.
It's the first time that we've ever let somebody else cover it for us, and she did an excellent job.
And one nice
she
thing
did better
is,
than us.
She did better than we would do. So I think it's one of those good things. It's like, John, just get on out of here, man.
Go. We had
Hannah
to go.
will do a better job than you will anyway.
Yes.
So thank you, Hannah and
Yes,
Eric.
thank you.
The video is very nice. If you weren't there and you want to watch the parade, there's all the kids and.
Mm-hmm. Also, something a little Irish that happened on Friday night was the annual Irish Day, St. Patrick's Day dinner at Irish Vineyards.
Uh-huh.
And that was sold out, a month or two ago. And Hannah also attended that for us since we were gone. We're never here on the weekends anymore. Starting next weekend, though, we'll be here every weekend, right?
It's all over.
Back on attack again. Anyway, she has some very nice photos of that. Looked like a very fun-filled event. Mr. and Mrs. Irish are dressed in their Irish attire.
Traditional Irish garb.
Joni looks very
Here,
cute
wait,
in her
we'll
little outfit.
We'll pull some photos up here.
I'm just wondering where she got it. It's just absolutely adorable. She looks like a little, what would you call it, a little Scottish woman?
I think so.
Looks like a little Scottish woman. Yes, down further. Beginning of the weekend.
There we
There
go.
you go. Isn't that cute?
He's playing the... There we go.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice pictures.
Very nice pictures. She takes very nice photos. Much better photos than I do.
The hammered dulcimer, played by Scott Williams, was perfect
hammered
for the
dulcimer.
backdrop for the eloquently relaxing evening at Irish Vineyards in Vallecito. They held their 4th annual St. Patrick's Day dinner in their creatively decorated tasting room at Highway 4. Dinner
I would
was
assume
prepared.
that's Mr. Wilson.
Yes.
There was Mr. Wilson
Yes.
hammering his dulcimer.
Yes. Dinner was prepared by Tallahan's Cafe in Arnold. Authentic Irish appetizers and entries were served to many wine club members, along with their popular slaint green wine, I believe it's called. Slaint is their popular green wine that they offer. So that went on Friday evening. Looked like it was a very successful event.
Wow,
the food looks quite yummy.
Look at the plate. Wow, that does look good. We haven't eaten yet. I'm hungry.
I know we haven't eaten.
Yeah. Pictures of food is not a good thing here.
It's making you hungry.
Yeah,
what was that? That looked really good.
Look at that. She had that nice shot
Beautiful,
of the glass.
Hannah. They have a new logo. Irish Family Vineyards is now their new name, I guess, traditional name.
Now the kids are old enough; they have to start claiming them.
They got to start. They got to start working in the winery, right? Earning their keep. We also had over the weekend Daffodil Days. Look at, isn't that pretty?
Mm-hmm.
That's Joni. I just love that picture. We also had Daffodil Days out at Ironstone Vineyards, which we have some lovely pictures of that.
See, this
also.
is the outfit of Joni.
Yes,
that
this is the one I want. See, isn't that cute?
It
Look
is.
at that.
See, you look good. That worked.
I should have asked if I could borrow it for the news. Probably
There you
wouldn't
go.
fit me, though.
Yeah,
It's a
there you
little
go.
smaller than me.
All right.
So we had Daffodil Days.
Well, let me go to that. Let me pull up photos. Here we go.
Yellow blooms line the roads into Ironstone Vineyards for Daffodil Days. Ironstone Vineyards was in full bloom for Daffodil Days this weekend. The yellow celebration included food, wine, art, and thousands of
Spectacular.
daffodils. Ironstone has 14 acres of approximately 500,000 daffodils in bloom during this time of year,
Look at that.
creating a yellow field
Here we
of
go. We'll do the
blooms along the
slideshow
road.
while you read it.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely
There
gorgeous.
we go. There.
Right now, the winery is in 90% bloom, so a perfect time to come up and take a peek. Shared master gardener Larry Ringland, the daffodils have created an absolutely beautifully
Look at
backdrop
that.
for photos and
So many.
afternoon picnics. Yes. They plant a total of 36 tons of a variety of
Look at
flowers
that.
and 200 different types of daffodils.
Look at that. Wow.
The
look at
daffodil
those.
bloom, yes,
Look
isn't
at
it
the center.
gorgeous?
This is a
It's
very
gorgeous.
unique centerpiece on this.
As you can
particular
tell,
variety.
Hannah is a professional photographer. She takes wonderful pictures. She is also the owner of Aldrin Photography. So if you need your wedding or senior picture taken or whatever. She does
There you go.
great work. Let me see here. Let me go on and talk a few more minutes about it.
Yeah, please
The
do.
daffodil bloom graces the label of the Obsession wine that was celebrated during the Spring Obsession event 2 weeks ago, which they held. Hundreds of unusual daffodil varieties, along with artistic and creative flower arrangements, amaze visitors from the Northern California Daffodil Society's annual daffodil show.
They amaze visitors?
They amaze them, yes.
Wow, look at that shot.
Different-
Look at that. Look, just
And they have the daffodil show, which they have all these different categories for.
look at that shot.
Beautiful.
Just gorgeous.
They had a barbecue all weekend, parking lot sale, some of Chef James' famous
just
ribs.
gorgeous.
So that happened on both Saturday and Sunday. We also had, what else?
You're doing pretty well over there. Can I take off the dog hat
Yes,
yet?
you can.
Okay,
They had
all right.
a Irish Day celebration at the Murphy's Diggins. Irish corned beef and cabbage, which we have some coverage of that also.
Nice.
Nice. Isn't that nice? We were at a ski race, a Bear Valley ski race in Badger Pass.
Badger Pass. It's the last of the 4-race Far West Central Sierra series that includes Bear Valley, Dodge Ridge, Badger Pass, and Sierra Summit out of Fresno. And this is one of those series. This was our first year doing it. And if you have a kid that loves to ski, sign him up for next year.
The
because
coaches are
it is
awesome.
and it's
They
just
are.
is a shameless plug for the program. The Bear Valley race team is arguably, and not even arguably, most people would agree, is the best weekend program on the West Coast. Yes, Squaw Valley has the academies where you basically send your kids there full time, and some of the other Tahoe area things. But as a weekend program, the Bear Valley program is probably the best in the West. In fact, 2 members of the Bear Valley race team are now going to the Junior Olympics
This weekend.
this next weekend. That in a familiar name to most of you. We posted a little blurb on it on the site a few days ago, but Justice Rasmussen. So there's a Rasmussen back in the Junior Olympics. And also Zach Comstock. And they have a home in Big Trees
Yes, and they also live
Villas.
in the Bay Area.
And so those... And we're
Amazing.
talking to Mr. Comstock, and says he drives over 10,000 miles every ski season, taking the kids to the different
Because
meets.
their kids are in different age groups. So one weekend, a child like this last weekend, the son was in Bear Valley training and the daughter was in Badger Pass. So the mom goes
Right.
one way and the dad goes the other.
Right.
And she says, the poor thing, she's like I don't even have a family anymore. So
But anyway, it's one of those programs that
how do they get information on it? Is it on the Bear Valley Sports Education website?
also contact Warren Alford if you're a local
Yes.
and want to find out more about the Ebbets Pass Association, which works in conjunction with the AMA, the Angels Murphy's Arnold
Or
Association.
Colleen Brophy also has information
Yes,
on that.
to try to
Colleen's
help
Corner.
local kids offset some of the costs of
It
it,
is
possibly.
a little pricey, yes.
Because yes,
But it's worth it.
Our son.
That's all we do. We ski. We don't eat. We don't do anything else. We just
that's
go
it.
to ski
Yeah,
races.
that's it.
Yeah.
We're becoming ski bombs.
We don't do
That's-
anything else.
That's it.
It's quite-
That's all.
But you know what? Our son
That's
loves
the
it.
one thing our son likes, and he
did well.
He
He
did a
got-
7th.
He got 7th place, and we are so proud of him. So
And also some of the other local
hey,
kids.
which all you don't want to talk about it?
Oh no, we can't brag on our own kids.
Why
That's
can't I
just
toot
not,
my horn about my own son? I'm
But
proud of
also-
him.
I know.
I'm not bragging. I'm proud of him.
Several other local area kids, and also we wanted to segue into something that was mentioned that we didn't do much on this because
Yes.
we try to cover on Calaveras County, and
Because
occasionally.
my mother though threatened us. They said they stand at the border and they said they watched for
Oh,
us.
Bill Johnson, he was joking. He
said,
was joking.
We stand at the border. It's Walney County and Calaveras County. We have somebody standing there.
Yeah, but they cover
come
over here, don't
come
they?
over our way. We're not gonna like it.
But they come over here, don't they? Mm-hmm. So it
Yeah,
should be.
so it's funny.
It should be
So
fair.
it's-
But anyway, no.
We go over there once in a while.
As most of you probably heard, the last few days were just filled with remembrances and celebration of life for Bobby Rapp, who was the serviceman that was killed over in Afghanistan. And one of the things is he was actually on the Dodge Ridge race
At
team.
one time,
So,
yes.
and if most of you, if you're watching this in the Bay Area, didn't happen to catch any of the other local media, basically all of Tuolumne County, especially Sonora,
Shut down.
basically shut down on Friday for the processional Literally thousands of people were the entire Sonora Elementary School. The kids lined the streets. The 21 gun salute, because Bobby Rapp was born and raised in the Sonora area, and basically the town turned out en masse to honor him.
Our coach, one of the coaches, actually went. He was talking about it at the awards dinner, and he was a little teared up. He was
teared up, and this is how it spread, because we were in Curry Village at the little awards dinner that they had on Saturday night, and he mentioned Mr. Rapp there, and they had a moment of silence for him, because he was actually on the Dodge Ridge race team. So he was part of the series when he was growing up, and actually a very good skier. So anyway, on that, and yeah, the Bear Valley team did well. They finished up several top 10 finishes, a couple podiums, a couple wins. It's a very good program. If your kids like skiing, one thing you'll find out is if you put them in the program, is they can be a good skier otherwise, obviously. But one thing a year or two on that program will do is, even if they don't go on to progress much on racing in their career, the sheer speed and the volume of skiing that they do is like, there's no way in the world I can keep up with my 10-year-old now. There's no way. And basically, those kids...
But you said you were. You said you were going to get better shape, so
I got to keep up with... Yeah. But, but one of the things about those kids, that if you let them ski on that program for a couple years, even if they choose not to race anymore, they will always be one of the best skiers in whatever group they're in. They can
basically be able to ski anything.
They can ski
go anywhere in the world and ski the mountain.
Doesn't matter. Exactly. Any terrain,
now somebody else we know skied this last weekend.
Yeah, that's right. And we want to say kudos to
people.
Now, it's not just the kids that can ski. Not just the little kids. Now, in Steamboat Springs this last weekend was held...
Colorado.
Yes, Steamboat Springs, Colorado. The NASTAR Championships. Now, this is the National Recreation Series, and there's over 120 different resorts that you can qualify at, and over 1,300 skiers descend on Steamboat.
There's a comment. Did you see that?
Yeah, descend on Steamboat to test their skills, and some locals.
Well, what it's based on is age and skill level, correct?
It is. It's broken down by age and skill level.
There's kids participating all the way up to, 70-year-old people participating, correct?
Yes. And Bear Valley Lodge General Manager Mark Phillips took the weekend off. And also Jerry Fouts from Arnold. Both of them went back there and proved that there's a little gas in the tank
Mark
left
Phillips
for the old guys.
Mark Phillips made it sound like, it's no big deal.
He came in fourth in his division. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he tried to downplay it when we were talking to him. He was talking about his skis and stuff like that. But he came in fourth, and Jerry Fouts from Arnold, Mark came in fourth in the 55 to 59 age group.
Oh, you want to say his age.
Well, he's not female, so it's okay, right?
He's in the platinum, right?
Well, no, that's a category. But that was the top.
You were joking about the gray hair.
No, anyway, the 55 to 59 role, he came in fourth place, and also Jerry Fouts came in sixth place, and there was also a comment up on this article. It's like, wow, great going, guys. Mark and Jerry showed the old guys still can tear it up with the best of them.
Yes.
It must have been very competitive, and they must know Jerry personally. Is a very good racer, and hard to believe that there are at least 5 other 60-plus-year-old guys that can beat Jerry.
Yes.
So, and this is kind of a thing where...
The one thing, though, that I was upset about is that Mark Phillips decided he wasn't going to wear a speed suit. I really wanted to get a picture of him, and maybe when he comes back, we can ask him for a picture. Maybe he'll put his speed suit on, and we can take a picture of him. What do you think?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you wearing a speed suit.
It's not a good. For me, it wouldn't be a good look. Mark could probably pull it off.
Yeah, you probably pull it off.
Yeah, I couldn't.
He
pull
said,
it off.
I bought the new skis, but I can't go the speed route. I
couldn't
can't
go the speed suit route.
I
just couldn't.
Anyway, so that went on this weekend also.
So.
We're talking too much about the weekend. We haven't talked anything about anything else.
We haven't?
No. Spay days are going on right now. Spay days. Today was the first day of spay days, where you can take your dog or cat in to be neutered free. And this goes on for a few weeks. We need to take our dog in and have her.
I thought you were going to take me in.
Today was the first day, and basically it's a group of Calaveras County veterinarians make it easier for pet owners to spay and neuter their four-legged friends.
Not their two-legged friends.
No.
Yeah.
Let me see. Today was the first day of this, where you can go in and have your pet spayed free. Motherlode Veterinary Hospital started, but they were actually full a couple weeks ago. The next date is April 30th at the Angels Camp Veterinary Hospital, and then June 18th in Arnold, and then they'll go on to some other areas after that. So if you need to have your dog or cat
check our
spayed or
website,
neutered,
thepinetree.net, for full details on that.
Yes.
And
tomorrow we have Board of Soups. That's what we need to talk about. It's a big meeting tomorrow. You're going to be there tomorrow.
Part of it is pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
You want me to talk about it?
Sure. Do you want to talk about the morning?
I'll talk about the afternoon.
All right. You go ahead and do that.
One of the biggest parts of the thing is they're going to have a economic development study session. And we've also been told that probably the best buzzword is now economic vitality.
Okay. All right.
Because development connotes that you may actually bring something in, and that may not actually be the case at all. It may just be vitality. Just how can we enhance the job market?
Excitement.
How can we just make it better for everybody that's doing business in the county,
Yes,
right?
exactly.
And this will be at 2:30. And isn't that right?
Session.
Isn't that was the time right? 2:30.
2:30 at
2:30 in the County Government Center in the Board of Supervisors chambers. Or is this going to be a town hall?
No, it's actually going to be at the Board of Supervisors chambers, I believe.
All right.
Where the Chamber of Commerce is going to be making a presentation to the Board of Supervisors, right?
Yep.
Now the Angels Camp City Council are going to be there too. Go ahead.
Yeah, so this is another one of those joint city-county workshops on economic vitality.
Yes.
And it will be a good thing. So if you care about the fiscal health of the county and the county's businesses, environment, come on out. There was going to be, start off, the Chamber of Commerce is going to do a half-hour presentation. And then they're going to open up for the study session as far as panel discussions, suggestions, comments, if you have things that you think we can do to make things better.
Yeah, it looks like and it looks like the City Council will, that's actually considered part of their meeting tomorrow, the Angels Camp City Council meeting. They will meet at 2:30. They will be there also tomorrow at 2:30. And then they will hold their second meeting tomorrow evening at 6 p.m., their regular meeting, yes.
So they're just going to be
busy tomorrow,
just
yes.
partying on.
So for the regular agenda, what's on that for tomorrow?
The Board of Soups agenda tomorrow. They will have Railroad Flat Elementary School.
They're trying to designate Railroad Flat as elementary school as just a regular school, I guess, to get more funding for the school.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And
Mark
a
Twain
lot of
State-
the
go ahead.
agenda items that you're going to see tomorrow in the next few weeks and everything else, a lot of them are going to be funding related, seeing where they can find little bits and pieces of money
Mark
to
Twain
keep
St.
stuff
Joseph's
patched up.
Hospital. There is a minute order authorizing the board chair to sign an agreement with Mark Twain St. Joseph's Hospital for an emergency preparedness plan
Okay.
from December 17th, 2007 to August 8th, in the amount of $76,000. Let me see. The Sheriff's Office and the U.S. Department of Forest
See, she won't even let me talk about Board of Soups
would like
anymore.
to enter into an operating and financial plan for suppression of controlled substances. And also they're asking for additional funds for law enforcement for that. Quiet.
And also there will be another closed session on to probably tidying up the loose ends on the jail property and the jail property purchase. Brent Harrington, who's handling the outgoing interim CAO, is negotiating with Ryan Voorhees and Greg Opensky on wrapping up the details on all the rest of the land for the jail.
Yes. And there was a few accidents this weekend. There were 3. I'll touch on those briefly. One was a solo vehicle DUI injury accident. A DUI contributed to a solo vehicle accident on Saturday, March 15th at O'Burns Ferry Road near the Tuolumne County line.
And they had heightened enforcement out this weekend, too.
They did. And this person suffered only minor injuries, thank goodness. They were from Brentwood. If you'd like to see the full CHP release on that, you can visit thepinetree.net. Just click read more and you can read the information on that. There was actually a more serious injury. An Arnold resident apparently was driving on Saturday morning, and they're saying she may have fallen asleep at the wheel. And I'm assuming she was flown to Modesto Memorial because it said she was, I don't know how else she would have gotten there.
Okay.
Correct. It doesn't say how she got there. But it was a solo vehicle accident with one passenger with her that suffered just minor injuries, who was taken to Mark Twain.
Okay.
So they're saying that she, based on physical evidence in the initial statement given, it appears she either took her eyes off the roadway or went to sleep while driving. When this occurred, she drifted to the left over the solid double line and then into the curb, driving off the roadway, off Highway 4, where she first struck a highway warning sign and then struck several pine trees before coming to a stop. So she's got she's got moderate injuries. A very young gal of Arnold's. And then there was a young youth from Vallecito injured in a off-road motorcycle accident on Sunday. He was driving his off-road vehicle, actually a very young guy, 15 I believe, on Main Street. Now I'm assuming it's San Andreas. It doesn't say. I think it's in San Andreas. When he failed to see the vehicle in front of him, getting ready to make a right-hand turn, for some reason he then proceeded to pass the vehicle on the right and left side of the motorcycle's handlebars, struck the right front of the vehicle. The impact knocked the motorcycle to the roadway when the youth was ejected, and then eventually he ended up sliding under a barbed wire fence. So he was taken to Sonora Regional.
Okay.
And the other party that was in the vehicle was not injured.
Was not injured on that one.
No.
We better do weather.
Already.
You ready for weather?
You go ahead.
All right.
Start.
Okay. 4, and we're opening these up in little better full tabs to make it so it's easier for you to see.
Okay.
Wow, isn't this nice? So there we go. All right. See, we'll kind of be now. You should probably. Are you the?
I'm not the weather.
You're not
babe.
the weather.
We should hire.
See, here you go. Here's your. You want to do the? Now here we go. All right. Okay. Tonight, Kim's like, arr. Okay, tonight for Arnold, low of 42, high of 60 tomorrow, 39, 54, 35 with a 20% chance of rain. On Wednesday night, 52 on Sunday, Thursday night, 34, 40 night, 40 night, all right, Friday, a high of 48, and there we go. And also, we're going to...
Bear Valley?
Bear Valley. Mostly clear with a low of 32 tonight, a high of 50, nice and warm. So get up there and go skiing tomorrow. Go up and go play. Mostly cloudy with a low of 29, 47 on Wednesday. Wednesday night, 20% chance of snow. Thursday, a 20% chance of snow. And Thursday night, mostly cloudy. Slight chance of showers on Friday. Mostly cloudy on Friday night.
Nice.
And there we go with a low of 22 on Friday night.
And Murphy's is clear and sunny all of the week. Looks like doesn't like any precipitation. Cloudy on Wednesday. Cloudy, but looks like no precipitation expected in Murphy's this week.
All right.
Or Angels Camp. It's pretty similar. So cloudy and sunny.
All right. So, okay.
We're in a hurry.
That's it. We are. We thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
And we hope you have a good night tonight. We'll be back here tomorrow night with all Board of Supervisors wrap.
Yes.
We're going to talk economic vitality.
Yes.
All kinds of fun stuff.
Thank you.
Good night.